Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to our humble performance. I am a figure you should all be familiar with by now, the great William Shakespeare. Today, I have a special treat composed exclusively for you. I have compiled the most memorable scenes from my world-renowned play, Hamlet, the Prince of Denmark. Here we have the best actors in the world indeed. Here is the King Hamlet. Here we have the two Ophelias. Here is the jester, Polonius. And here are both our Dionysus. Over there, we have the two queens. And here are Rosencrantz and Guildenstern, the royal fools. And finally, the antagonist, King Claudius. Now, first, to set the mood, I've selected a quote from another of my works. It's called As You Like It, You May Know It. Alright, so it went something like, all the world is a stage, all the men and women merely players. They have their exits and entrances.
Pastoral comical, history pastoral, or poem unlimited.
To usher you into the events of my play, I have tasked my actors with performing a silent kind of prologue, a show within a show, a dumb show. First, we will see the royal couple, King Hamlet and Queen Gertrude. They seem as happy as can be, their love filling the air itself with passion. That will quickly change, however, when the king's brother, Claudius, gets thrown into the mix. I sense dark things in our merry couple's future. We have now moved past the tragic murder of King Hamlet. 'Tis now that his son, the young Prince Hamlet, begins his quest to avenge his father's murder. To trick and unsettle the members of his uncle's court, he's mimicking a rather unusual mindset, one that borders utter madness. To discover the cause of Hamlet's madness, the new king, Claudius, has sent the most refined royal suck-ups, Rosencrantz and Guildenstern, to spy on our hero. Let us see how his delicate ploy unveils, shall we?
My honored lord, my most dear lord.
My excellent, good friends. How does the Guildenstern? Oh, Rosencrantz, good lads. How do you both?
As the indifferent children of the earth.
Happy in that we are not over happy. Unfortunately, Cap, we are not very happy.
Nor soles of her shoe?
Neither, my lord.
Then you live above her waist, or in the middle of her favors?
Have faith, right.
In the secret parts of fortune. Oh, most true. She is a strumpet. But what use?
None, my lord. But let the world's grown honest.
Then is doomsday near. But but your news is not true? Let me question one more in particular. What have you, my good friends, done at the hands of fortune that she sends you to prison hither?
Prison, my lord.
Well, Denmark is a prison.
Then is the world one?
A goodly one, in which there are many dungeons, wars, and conquests, Denmark being one the worst.
We think not so, my lord. No.
Why then, 'tis none to you, for there is nothing, either good or bad, but thinking makes it one. To me, it is a prison.
Well then, your ambition makes it good. 'Tis too narrow for your mind.
Oh God, I could be bound in a nutshell and call myself king of infinite space, were it not that I have bad dreams.
With dreams, indeed, our ambition, for the very substance of the ambitions is merely the shadow of a dream.
A dream itself is but a shadow.
Truly, and the whole ambition is so airy, and then the quality is but a shadow's shadow.
Shall we go to the court, for by my fay I cannot reason.
We'll wait upon you. Now we have reached the point where Hamlet must convey his innermost thoughts. How shall I execute this delicate maneuver? Perhaps a soliloquy will suffice. Yes, that should be rather exquisite. Well, let's get on with it, shall we?
Oh, what a rogue and peasant slave am I! Is it not monstrous that this play I fear, but in a fiction, in a dream of passion, could force his soul into his own conceit, from her working all his visage wan, tears in his eyes, distraction in his aspect, a broken voice and a whole function suiting to forms of his conceit, and all for nothing, for Hecuba? What's he to Hecuba, or Hecuba to him, that he should weep for her? What would he do if he had the cure and motive for passion that I have? He would drown the whole stage with tears, and cleave the general ear with a horrid speech, make mad the guilty, and appall the free, confound the ignorant, and amaze indeed the very faculties of eyes and ears, yet I, a muddy-middled rascal peep, like a John of dreams, unpregnant of my cause, can say nothing, no, not for a king, upon whose property and whose dear life a damned defeat was made. Am I a coward?
It has arrived, the most famous scene from my play. 'Tis time for the young Hamlet to contemplate life's greatest mysteries. Life, death, fear, conscience, nothing escapes our hero's philosophical grasp. Oh, I'm so excited. Let us begin immediately.
To be or not to be, that is the question. Whether 'tis nobler in the mind to suffer the slings and arrows of a treacherous fortune, or to take arms against a sea of troubles, and by opposing them, to die, to sleep, no more, and by to sleep to say we end the heartache and 1,000 natural shocks that flesh is heir to. 'Tis a consummation devoutly to be wished, to die, to sleep, perchance to dream. Aye, there's the rub, for in that sleep of death, what dreams may come when we have shuffled off this mortal coil, must give us pause. There's the respect that makes calamity of so long life. For who would bear the whips and scorns of time, the presser's wrong, the proud man's contumely, the pangs of despised love, the law's delay, the insolence of office and the spurns that patient merit of the unworthy takes, when he himself might his quietus make with a bare bodkin? Who would fardels bear to grunt and sweat under a weary life? Were it not the fear of something after death, the undiscovered country from whose bourne no traveler returns, puzzles the mind and makes us rather bear the ills we have than fly to others we know not of. Thus conscience doth make cowards of us all, and thus the native hue of resolution is sicklied over by the pale cast of thought, and enterprises of great pith and moment with disregard their currents turn awry and lose the name of action. The
It seems Hamlet has lost himself a little too deep in the web that is his mind. Oh, but his madness is driving Ophelia herself to the brink of insanity. She has given it upon herself to sing a little prayer for our young hero. Romance. Wait. Oh, this isn't romantic at all. This is just plain bickering. All we have here is a heated argument between Ophelia, the first maiden in the dance court, and our young hero, Hamlet. All right, let it through. I just hope things don't get out of hand. The fair Ophelia.
My honored lord, how does your honor with this many a day?
I humbly thank you.
My lord, I have remembrances of yours that long were delivered. I pray you now, take them.
Not I never gave you all.
My honored lord, you know right what you did, and with them words so sweet, so breath composed, as made the things more rich. Now, the perfume most. Take this, for to the noble mind, rich gifts wax poor, when givers prove unkind.
Are you honest?
What?
Are you fair?
What means your worship?
That if you be honest and fair, your honesty should admit no discourse to your beauty.
Could beauty my worth and better commerce than with honesty?
Get thee to a nunnery. Why was thou be a breeder of sinners?
Another soliloquy? So soon? Well, I guess, why not? In the darkness of the night, Hamlet must convince himself to finally confront his mother on account of her grievous sins. Oh, onward with the darkness.
This now the very witching time of night, when churchyards yawn and hell itself breathes out contagion to this world. Now could I drink hot blood and do such bitter business as today would quake to look on. Now to my mother. O heart, lose not thy nature, let not ever the soul of Nero enter this firm bosom. Let me be cruel, not unnatural. I will speak daggers to her, but use none. My tongue and soul in this be hypocrites. How in my words some ever she be shamed, to give them seals never my soul consent.
Bah! I filled the play with fighting, squabbling, bickering, and scuffling. Do we really need another scene full of antagonism? Very well. Hamlet needs to let off some steam and speak his mind. Onward, onward. Mother?
Miss Dry, where are you coming? Hamlet, you have thy father much offended.
Have you forgot me?
No, but a rude not so. You are the queen, your husband's brother's wife. And we're not so, you are my mother. Come, come, sit you down. You shall not budge till I set you up a glass where you may see the inmost part of yourself.
What will thou do? Will thou kill me? What will thou? Here.
A rat! Dead for a ducat dead.
Oh, what a rash and bloody deed this is! A rash and bloody deed.
Good mother. Almost as bad as kill a king. And marry his brother.
What have I done that thou darest wag that tongue and were so rude against me?
Such an act that blurs the grace and blush of modesty and calls virtue hypocrite.
Ay me, what act that roars and thunders so loud in the index?
Here is your husband, like a mildew to your blasting his soul's brother. Have you eyes? Could you on this fair mountain lift your feet on this moor? Have you eyes? And don't call it love, for at your age, it's humble, it's tame.
Hamlet, speak no more. Thou hast turned my eyes into my very soul, and there I see such dark green spots.
Nay, but to leave it on a erect bed, stewed by corruption and hunting and making love for nasty style.
No more!
A murderer and a villain!
No more!
Do not come your tardy son to chide.
Do not forget, this is to remind you of your almost blunted purpose. Speak to her, Hamlet.
To whom do you speak this?
Do you see nothing there? Nor did you hear anything?
No, nothing but ourselves.
Look at it now as it steals away through a portal.
Alas, he's mad. This is the very carnage of your brain. His body is ecstasy is very cunning in.
Ecstasy! Bring me to the test, and I demand our reward. It is not madness I speak from. Mother, for the love of grace, lay not your uncheek on your soul.
Hamlet, thou hast cleft my heart in twain.
Oh, throw away the worst part of it, and live with the pure half. Good night, mother.
What shall I do?
Our luggage has got to the neighboring room. Good night indeed.
Alas, poor Ophelia, what demons within my wretched soul have forced me to write upon those accursed sheets, Hamlet taking thine father from thee? 'Tis not that I care for the old fool, but now thy wits seem not about thy head. Oh, blackest of hearts is mine, for I have corrupted a beautiful one.
Where is the beauteous majesty of Denmark? How should I your true love know? From another one, by his cockle hat and staff and his sandal shoe. He is dead and gone, lady. He is dead and gone. At his head a grass green turf. At his heels a stone. Oh! Tomorrow is St. Valentine's Day, and all in the morning betime. And I, a maid at your window, to be your Valentine. Then up he rose, and donned his clothes, and tapped the chamber door, letting the maid, that out a maid, never departed more. Quoth she, before you tumbled me, you promised me to wed. He says, ha! So would I have done by yonder sun, hadst thou not come to my bed. By just and by Saint Charity, alack and fight for shame! Young men will do it. If they come to it, by God, they are to blame.
The time has come to raise the stakes. 'Tis now that a treacherous plan forms in the minds of Claudius and Leatus. Leatus is sent into a wild rage by his father's murder at the hands of Hamlet, and the flames of his rage are only kindled further by his sister's suicide. Oh, his terrible fury may end up being Hamlet's undoing. We can but watch and listen.
Letters? From Hamlet?
Know you the hand?
This Hamlet's character. Naked? In the postscript here it says alone. Can you advise me?
I'm lost in my Lord, but let him come. It was the very sickness in my heart that I shall leave and tell to exceed. Thus, It's thou.
If it be so, Learnus, will it be ruled by me?
Ay, my lord, so you will not overrule me to a peace.
To thine own peace I will work, to an exploit, under which shall not choose but fall, and even his mother shall charge the practice, and call it an accident.
My lord, I will be ruled, the rather if you could devise it or so that I might be the organ.
Learnus, was your father dear to you? Or are you like the painting of a sword, a face without a heart?
Why ask this, my lord?
Well, not that I think that she did not love her father, but that I know love is begun by hand. And people say we would, but for that we would do, we should do what we would do. For these good changes and had abatements and delays, as many as their time. Hamlet comes back. What would your undertaking be to show your father's son more than you would?
To cut his throat in the church.
Revenge should have no bounds, but goodly others. Will you do this?
My lord, I will do it, and for that purpose I bought a poison so mortal that it can kill him.
Hamlet comes back, and he being remiss most contriving and free from all charge, will not peruse the foes, so that with ease a little shuffling, you may choose a sword unabated, and in a passive practice requite it for your father's death. But if this shall fail, soft, let me see. I got a poison, and when you're in a motion, you're hot and dry, I'll have prepared you a glass, a chalice for the nonce.
If I gulp him slightly with the knife, he will die. The poison is very mortal.
The day of sorrow has arrived. 'Tis time for the fair Ophelia to at last be put to her eternal rest. But her burial may spark the final battle between Hamlet and Learnus. I feel dark powers brewing at this holy ritual.
Oh, treble woe! Fall 10 times on that cursed head, whose wicked deed thy most ingenious sense deprives thee of. Hold off there at a while, till I have caught her once more in mine arms. Now pile your dust upon the quick and dead, till of this flatter mountain you have made, to overtop all Pelion, or the sky shed of blue Olympus.
What is he whose grief bears such an emphasis? Whose phrase of sorrow conjures the wandering stars and makes them stand like wonder-wounded hearers? This is I, Hamlet, the day.
The devil take thy soul!
I prithee, take thy hands from my throat, for though I am not splendid and rash, yet I have in me something dangerous which let thy wisdom fear. Hold up thy hand! Why, I will fight with you upon this steel till my eyelids no longer wag. I loved Ophelia. 40,000 mothers could not with all their quantity of love make up my son. What wilt thou do for her? Soon, show me what thou do. Would fight, would weep, would fast, would drink a bicel, eat a crocodile? I'll do it. Dost thou come here to whine, to outface me with the leaping in her grave? Be buried quick with her? Well, so will I. And if thou prate of mountains, let them throw millions of acres upon us, till our ground, singeing his pate against the burning zone, make Ossa like wart. Nay, and thou mouth, I'll rant as well as thou.
Like all tragedies of the stage, mine must also have a dramatic climax. For this purpose, the final battle will be inevitable. Let us. Benson. The end is nigh. The tragedy of Hamlet, great prince of Denmark, has unfolded before thine eyes. All that remains is the final goodbye, the last adieu before the final good night. Young Fortinbras, Prince of Norway, will usher us into the ultimate curtain call of my masterpiece. Farewell, my spectators, forget me not.
Let 4 captains bear Hamlet like a soldier to their stage, for he was likely, had he been good on, to have proved most royal, and for his passage, the soldier's music and the rites of war, speak loudly for him. Take up the bodies. Such a sight as this becomes the field. Go, bid the soldiers shoot.